students. Now we are going to discuss about the block diagram of CRO. Now CRO actually displays the waveforms in the form of two-dimensional picture. So for that it needs two coordinates as x coordinates and y coordinates. In CRO, any signal which is applied to the CRO, it is a unknown quantity which is to be measured using CRO screen. So any signal which we are going to measure using CRO is the unknown signal. Now that creates the Y deflection, that is vertical deflection. So that is why every signal, unknown signal, it is connected somewhere in the CRO, and that socket is called as Y input. This Y input, that signal is firstly connected to the attenuator circuit. Now this attenuator circuit actually produces the deflection factor. Means suppose we have a capacity of CRO, suppose that it can measure up to 20 volt, and if we are applying a 50 volt of signal, then that signal will be out of screen. So to lie it properly on the screen, this attenuator circuit is used, and the maximum voltage to be measured by any CRO, it is fixed. So suppose 20 volt is there, then 30 volt should be minimized. So this attenuator circuit is actually creating the deflection factor. Then after that it is made pass through a amplifier. Now this whole section is for Y input, that is for vertical deflection. So that is why this amplifier is called as vertical amplifier. Now this vertical amplifier, what is it is doing? Suppose a strength of the signal is very low, that is the magnitude is very low, and it is not lying or it is not observing properly on the CRT screen, then at that time this amplitude should be increased. So to increase it, it should be amplified. So that is why here a amplifier is used. Now its gain can be adjusted using a control. This control, volt per division, it is existing on the CRO's front panel control. So by changing this factor, by changing this control, we can change the gain of this amplifier. So here amplification is necessary. Then after that it is made pass through a delay line circuit. Now what is the function of delay line circuit? Let us see. See, this is a picture or a diagram of CRT screen. Here the same electron beam has to made to flow throughout the screen like this, left to right, then again back to left, left to right, and up to left, and then after completion of one trace it should have to come back at the left corner. Now what is happening in the CRT's delay line circuit? This vertical this electron beam has to complete its all traces and retraces. Until then the vertical signal must be there, because if vertical signals are not applied after some time, then this will horizontal amplifier will continuously only move like this. So here after completion of tracing horizontally, it should have to move vertically. So there should be a gap between two horizontal scanning. This is when the electron beam is on, it is called as trace, and when the electron beam is off, it is called as retrace. So here continuous tracing and retracing is done on the CRT screen. Then after completion of horizontal sweeping, this electron beam has to move vertically. So that is why the function of delay line circuit is what? It will hold the vertical signal until the horizontal sweeping or scanning is getting completed. So this is the function of delay line circuit. So thus we have completed explaining the vertical deflection system up to from vertical section. Now back to horizontal section. Now when in no signal is present, or in the absence of the signal to CRO, the CRO only shows a horizontal line on the CRT screen. But as soon as when the vertical signal is applied, then only the horizontal sweeping is getting started. So that is why the same signal, that is vertical signal, it is used to start the horizontal sweeping. So that is why after vertical amplifier, this same signal, it is connected to trigger circuit. Now this trigger circuit, what is doing, when it gets the voltage from vertical section, this trigger the next circuit. Now what is the next circuit? It is a time based generator. Time based generator is nothing but it is a UJT made circuit. It uses UJT, and that UJT continuously generated a sawtooth waveform like this, and this sawtooth waveform are used for horizontal sweeping, and that is why it provides the time factor for horizontal for the signal shown on the CRT. So that is why this signal is called as time based, and it is generated by this circuit. So that is why this circuit is called as time based generator. The time for the cycles of time can be changed using a control which is called as time per division, which is also again present on the CRO's front panel control. So by this, the time for one cycle of sawtooth waveform can be increased or decreased using this time based generator. Next to it, there is a switch connected here. Here you can see that these are the 2 points where the switch can be connected. So this horizontal deflection can be done by internal time based generator. Internal time based generator means it is present inside the CRO, and we can also connect external time signal from external X input. So this point, it is connected to a socket which is, and the socket is for external X input. In many applications we have to use Y input, at the same time simultaneously we have to use X input externally. So that is why here the switching arrangement is done. After switching, these signals as a X input or horizontal signal, they are again amplified using horizontal amplified, and then they are given to the CRT, that is horizontal deflection plates. Again phase reversal is done for electrostatic deflection. So this is the horizontal section. Now remaining part of the CRTs are, it consists of a blanking circuit. The same sawtooth waveform, it is connected to a blanking circuit. Then this signal from output of blanking circuit, it is connected to control grid. Now working of blanking circuit, when sawtooth waveforms are like this, these sawtooth waveforms are generated using a capacitor. Capacitors charges, then it will discharges, again charges and discharges. So this will create the sawtooth waveform in the blanking circuit. During the sawtooth waveform, when the voltage of sawtooth waveform, it is increasing, at that time the control grid is getting the voltage. So that is why the electrons are generated by the cathode, and they will be attracted or they will taken out of cathode and can be accelerated using pre-accelerating anode. So when the voltage is present to control grid, positive voltage is present to control grid, it will generate the, or electron will be generated, or electron will be on. But when the negative potential is there, while the discharging period of the capacitor, the blanking circuit is not getting any voltage. So that is why we can say that the control grid is not getting voltage. So no electrons will be generated. So during this period, the charging period, the whole horizontal sweeping from left to right is done. While during this period, the electron beam will move from right to left. But here we are not getting any voltage to control grid. So that is why electron beam will be absent. So during the trace, electron will be turned on. During the retrace, the electron will be off. This is creating continuously blank between two traces. So retraces are nothing but the blanks. So this circuit is creating the blank. So that is why this circuit is called as blanking circuit. Now after that, this CRO also uses a power supply. There are two different power supplies used in CRO. One of the power supply creates high voltage power supply, and this high voltage power supply is used by CRTs inside electrodes. Just before this, as we have discussed about CRT, in this all the anodes, pre-accelerating, focusing and post-accelerating anode, they will work on the high voltage. So that high voltage is created or generated using the high voltage power supply. So this is specifically used for the anodes inside the CRT. Then another power supply is low voltage power supply. Now attenuator, vertical amplifier, delay line circuit, trigger circuit, time based generator, horizontal amplifier. These are nothing but the electronic circuits which uses very low power supply. So for that, low voltage power supply is needed here. So it is used for all the other circuits inside the CRO. So this was the block diagram of CRO. Now this can be explained with the help of blocks. So in the exam it will be asked to explain the block diagram of CRO. Then at that time this diagram should be drawn, and each block it should be explained separately, that is attenuator, vertical amplifier, delay line circuit, and so on. We have to understand while explaining the block that where the input is coming from, where the output is going, and what is the function of this block. So these three sentences must be known to explain all blocks. So that can be explained using this diagram. Thank you.